Winning! Peace and love, family. Peace and love. It's your boy Chris Enlightened coming back again with some more spiritual battles. And today I'm going in on leaving people where they are. Ooh, this is a good one, family. This is a good one. Leaving people where they are. Ooh, this is a good one because you need to start leaving people where they are. Your level of understanding about things will dictate what you can perceive in this reality. And no matter how much you try to send people to the light, share light, help people evolve and grow, if they don't have an astute level of understanding or they're not seeking your light, you need to leave them where they are. You need to leave them where they are. In my book, Consciousness Equals Choice, I talk about you cannot give light with people who have minds of the night. And all that means is if someone thinking dark, being dark, embracing darkness, evil, mean, poverty consciousness, no matter what you tell them, it's not going to permeate through their false identity of what reality is. It's just as simple as that, family. So you need to leave people where they are. You need to be indifferent to someone else not understanding your evolutionary spiritual growth. You know, one thing about people is this. When you find out something new, when you learn something new, you want to share it with the world. And that's cool. Essentially, that's what I'm doing. I'm sharing my light with the world, but I'm not physically doing it. I used to do public speaking. I used to go to cultural art centers around my city, try to help people, teach them about history and all that good stuff, about try to empower people. But I realized that I needed to leave people where they were. Because if I'm talking to a crowd of 100 people, 1% of that is paying attention to me. People was on their phones, people was falling asleep, and I was dropping that heat. But when people have minds of the night, they're not going to be receptive to whatever it is you're trying to tell them. So just be comfortable and confident being alone and learning and growing. Your whole purpose here is two things, family, in this earthly domain: growing spiritually and self-God realization. When you realize that you're a God inside, that a higher being created you to do something impactful in this earthly domain, when you have that level of understanding, different doors of opportunity will start opening up for you. But you have to own it. You have to embrace it. If you're teeter-tottering on that spiritual wall, if you're choosing to stay on the human wall of suffering, you'll stay where you are. And that's where I came up to the understanding that you have to leave people where they are. It's not your job to save the world, family. It's your job to save yourself, though. No one can save you. No one can splash a little water on your forehead and all your sins are forgiven. It don't work like that, family. Nothing you do is forgotten. I talk about the ambassador of your family or your spiritual advisor. And your spiritual advisor is nothing more than someone or some entity that's watching over you, taking account of everything that you do, family. It's just as simple as that. So the next time you see someone spewing off some crazy rhetoric and you know it's not true, just hold your ground. You don't have to say anything, especially if it's not directed towards you. Just own your own truth and let that person be. You know what I mean? Some people come here to lose, family. Some people incarnate just to lose. I've said this 100 times before. Some people are nothing more than low vibratory algorithms existing within our earthly domain, and they're sent here, and their sole purpose is to make sure you don't evolve. It could be your mother, it could be your brother, your sister, your lover, your mother, your daddy, your granny. We all know someone that we have to love because they're in our family or a close friend that's a darkie. And a darkie is nothing more than someone who embraces pessimistic view on everything. You can feel when they walk in a room, they lower the vibration of the room. You don't want to be around those people if you don't have to. Now, if you're a kid, you're under the age, or you're living under someone's roof, and you have to be around a darkie, all I can tell you is do what you got to do to get out of there so you can embrace and covet your own light. Because your light is nothing more than your spiritual wealth. It's currency in the spiritual world. Whenever you transition and die, you're going to be graded on how much light you have and how much light you've used. Okay, family? Shout out to my boy Gabriel. I had a consultation with you the other day, and he's a 21-year-old man. but his soul is old. He doesn't see reality, or he doesn't process things like a normal 21-year-old. And he started feeling, I don't want to say he was feeling a certain way, but when you don't fit in, you do feel a certain way. I felt like that when I was younger. I had this astute view of reality. I had a rich chasm of love bellowing within me. I was loving everybody and everything. I was caring for people that I didn't even know. And I'm like that to this day. But I'm going to tell you what I told him. Learn to be indifferent to things. Neither be happy or sad when it has nothing to do with you. If everyone around you is mad, don't get mad because everyone else is mad. Don't allow herding consciousness to overcome you. And herding consciousness is nothing more when you got a group of people feeling a certain way and you're choosing to feel the same way. Don't allow herding consciousness to overcome you. Hold your spiritual ground, cover your light, and be a warrior of the light. Okay, family? So on that note, hopefully you got some jewels. It's your boy Chris Enlightened. Go to Amazon.com. Check out all my best-selling books on Amazon. But definitely get Consciousness Equals Choice. Ooh, it's my latest book. There's a bunch of fire in that book, family. My other books, The Enlightened Talk, is a book of metaphysical spiritual poems that's guaranteed to titillate your frontal lobe. My second book, Poverty Consciousness, for those who don't even know they have poverty consciousness, reading that book will help you realize that you possibly have poverty consciousness. And I got things in there that you can dissolve your poverty consciousness. My third book was Wealth Consciousness. It teaches you how to embrace a wealthy mindset. If you want it, get it. What you saving for? Ball out. You know what I mean? That's wealth consciousness. And Dissolving Your Limitations teaches you how to dissolve your limitations and stop fighting for your limitations, okay? And again, Consciousness Equals Choice. It is what it is. Winning! So on that note, family, it's your boy Chris Enlightened. You already know what I'm doing. I'm out here winning!